Hey folks, Jiminy Critic here, going to talk with you about a movie called The Messenger. It's kind of a war drama movie that's come out recently, and this movie stars Ben Foster. He's the guy that you've seen in 3:10 to Yuma, the bad guy, and you've seen him recently in the space science fiction movie Pandorum. He's kind of an up-and-coming actor, done a lot of great roles so far. It also stars Woody Harrelson. Ben Foster, by the way, plays Staff Sergeant Will Montgomery in this movie. Woody Harrelson plays Captain Tony Stone. Very good role for Harrelson in this one. Jenna Malone plays a lady named Kelly. We'll get to her in a minute. And I like that there is a cameo in this movie by Steve Buscemi. You've probably seen him in many films. He has big roles, small roles. You'd recognize him as soon as you saw him. He has a cameo in this movie as well that I thought he did very well on. This movie's directed by Oren Moverman, kind of, I think, his first time major directing of a film. The movie, The Messenger, is rated R. I want to say that up front for its language and some adult-type situations that go on. It's about 105 minutes long. Ben Foster, the Staff Sergeant Will Montgomery in this movie, has just come out of his tour, I think second or third tour of Iraq in the recent Iraq conflict, and he was taken out of service because he was injured while on duty by an IED, I think they call them, explosive device, and he has some shrapnel in his face. One of his eyes is injured. I mean, not to the point that he can't see at all, but he has trouble with his vision in one eye. And so what they do is he has just a few months remaining. He's working on rehab and so forth. And he's kind of a quiet, stone-faced, looks like a bitter, angry kind of a guy. A lot of things I think are bottled up inside of him in this movie, the way he depicts it. They talk to him about joining up with the Army Casualty Notification Service. Woody Harrelson is the guy that tries to train Ben Foster in this role, and basically he has a couple of ground rules, things like don't get emotionally involved, don't touch the people, in other words, have any kind of like real human feeling contact. We're here to deliver a message, and the best thing we can do for them, he says, is to go in, tell them what happened, and then get out, and then other Army personnel will come in later in the next day or week or so to help them sort through all the funeral arrangements. But these guys are just the notifiers. Ben Foster does a great job as the rookie kind of a guy in this, and Woody Harrelson is the, almost 50-year-old plus, done this for years, hard-nosed kind of a guy. And there's also this Jenna Malone that plays Kelly in this movie. The reason I brought her up is one of the families that they have to go talk to is a wife and mother of a child, and there's sort of an emotional connection as soon as Ben Foster meets and Woody Harrelson meets up with her, and Woody can tell that he's looking at her and kind of attracted and wants to help her. And he tries to dissuade him from doing that, and I won't tell you all the details of what happens in the movie. If you kind of want to watch an interesting, war-related, emotionally taught film about an aspect of the military that you probably don't think a lot about, I recommend that you get out there and check out the movie The Messenger.